up, man? It's your boy Jay, aka The Straight G, aka Mama. There goes that man again, aka I'm so disrespectful, aka the man by many names. And you're tuning in to another episode of the Walking Dead Review Show. And I'm back. As you can see, I got new sunglasses. But anywho, you didn't click on this video to hear that. Before we get into the review, I just want to tell you guys to follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description bar. None of you probably gonna listen. And also check out my A Day in the Life series. It'll be at the end of this video. But enough all that. Let's get into the Walking Dead review. Okay, this episode was a damn good episode. Michonne, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. If I'm not, somebody in the comments is gonna let me know that I'm not. But Michonne is a motherfucking beast. I got three favorite characters now: Rick, Daryl, and Michonne. Because Michonne is a beast. I can see already that they're not going to have her speak a lot in the series because she doesn't have to. She just gives motherfuckers that look like, don't test me. Anywho, this episode starts off with where the last episode left off. Last time we saw the helicopter go down, and this episode starts off with us in the helicopter and them showing the guys in the helicopter and whatnot, and they look to be, at first, when I first saw it, I thought that they were a part of the governor's group, but it turns out they're not. They're actually a part of the army. They're a part of the real army and an outpost. To make a long story short, Andrea goes off to check it out, Michonne goes off to check it out, and they see the governor drive up on these guys and split in half, and one's like split in half and the other isn't. He's alive. I think it was the pilot. But he was alive, and Michonne ties up her babies or whatnot, and they're looking to see like if anybody's gonna come see them. And Andrea actually wanted to like go introduce because she was like, they're saving them. Now Michonne's like, hold on, wait a minute, we don't know that yet. Settle down. And like some walkers come, and you know the governor's guys take care of them, but Michonne walkers that she has trained, she tied them up, and all of a sudden they start making a lot of noise, and Michonne, like a gangster, just got up, whips out a sword, boom, off with their heads. I was like, yo, she a beast, kid. But I definitely, yo, that was gangster to me. And but she did get caught slipping, and then she came back and she started talking to Andrew. To make a long story short, Merle slips up on him. That's right, Merle is back in the series again, and for some reason he got the drop on him. I don't know how he did that to Michonne, because Michonne's like really aware, but he got the drop on him and he made him put down their weapons or whatnot, and Andrea actually, you know, fainted. You know, they wake up inside the compound, and this is where we're introduced to the governor, and Michonne is like looking around, and the governor comes in, and you know Merle is like, you know, I almost bled out, and and they found me, and they nursed me back to health. He had a cool kick-ass knife hooked onto his hand, but he's like, I almost bled out, they found me, they nursed me back to health. And you know, Andrea is kind of giving in to them, and Merle is like, well, you can at least give me a thank you. And Michonne looked at him like, thank you? Motherfucker, we want our weapons. And Andrea's like, thank you. And then Michonne just looked at her like, are you really about to give in to them? And, you know, the governor shows them around or whatnot, and Michonne just doesn't trust them. It's a scene where they're sitting down and they're eating breakfast, and the governor gets up to answer the door, and Michonne does like this with her chair. She follows him and is just looking, and she's like, we want our weapons. And the governor's like, you'll get your weapons, just let, you know, get some rest. Michonne is not having any of this. Her senses is telling her something's wrong here. She does not trust the governor. To make a long story short, her and Andrea get into it because Andrea is like, well, you know everything about me and I know nothing about you. She was like, those walkers were protecting us all winter. And Michonne was like, you know enough. And Michonne just walks off. Michonne does not trust the situation. She does not at all trust the situation. And Andrea is she's loving it. Andrea wants something to believe in. Michonne doesn't trust him because we also have to realize that Andrea was with a group for a long time, so she feels more comfortable in a group setting. Michonne was on her own until she found Andrea. That's the way she rolls. She went everywhere on her own. The only thing she had was those walkers. She doesn't trust it. The guy that the governor found in the helicopter basically said that, I have a group, and, I took the bird up, and, I wanted to, landscape the area. To make a long story short, the governor talks this guy into telling him where that group was. So the governor goes, and he finds a group, and he kills them. He kills the pilot who was flying the helicopter. He kills his group. He kills them, and he takes their gun. And one of the kids, he didn't shoot, but he beat him to death with the butt of the rifle. This just goes to show you that some of the people are turned. The people who have survived have basically turned to psychopaths. To make a long story short, the governor drives the trucks and takes their guns and comes back to the town, and tells the people, walkers ate them. They call them biters. And I like how in the series how everybody has different names for them. Brick groups call them walkers, and I forget what the kids from Philly, they call them something different, and the governors call them something different. He calls them biters. Rick and them groups call them walkers. Michonne doesn't trust him. She doesn't trust the governor. She doesn't trust the situation. She like, listen, give me my sword back and let me the fuck go. Andrea is buying into it. She likes it. The episode ends off with the governor basically going in this room and basically all chopped up heads. It actually had Michonne Walker. It actually had those two heads in there, like in a fish tank. And the episode ended like that. A lot of people probably are going to say this was not a great episode. For one, it wasn't that long. This is probably one of the shortest Walking Dead series. This is the shortest Walking Dead show I've ever seen in my life. But I feel this was a great episode because it pushed the plot along, and we learned a lot. I liked it because I got to see more Michonne. Michonne's a fucking beast. I think Michonne instinct was right. The governor is a dirty motherfucker, and I think eventually Andrea will realize that, but right now she's like, oh, the governor. And for some reason, they were real adamant about Daryl, because Merle was like, did she know the governor was like, asked Merle, did she know your brother? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, well, we need to find, but they were real adamant about finding Daryl. I don't know why. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but like I said, a lot of people are going to say this wasn't a great episode, but in my mind, it was an okay episode. Michonne's a fucking beast. I got 3 favorite characters now, Rick, Daryl, and Michonne. So, hey, keep it short and sweet. Got my new glasses on. Be sure to check out my day in the life, the end of this video, and follow me on Twitter. And I'm gonna sign off. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Before I leave, leave some comments. Leave a comment and tell me what you guys think. Because I just want to say this before I go. I really found it strange that they wanted to know where Daryl was, and that's what I took from it. You guys might have took something different. I think that the writers of The Walking Dead are going to kind of, I haven't read the comic books, but I think that they're going to kind of deviate from the comic books, because as anybody know who has read the comic books, friends of mine have told me Daryl is not in the comic book series. He is created by them. So leave a comment, tell me what you guys think, and tell me what you think the governor wants with Daryl, or if you think he wants Daryl at all. So I'm signing off. Konnichiwa, bitches.